What's up, guys? So this is the Vape Ninja. So we're going to do a little segment here on VPC mode. Now, some of you guys are going to have this mode on your devices. Some of you won't. This came about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was really on higher-end devices, but now they're making most devices with it. This device here I have is the Lost Vape Cyborg Quest 2.0 chip. So this is the V2, so the newer version. And this one has 8 slots, which is nice. It's nice to have 8 slots. This is the Aegis L200. This one has 5 slots. This is the old iJoy Avenger 270. This one has 6 slots. Slots don't really matter because you can have a bunch of slots, but they can just work real crappy. Like on that iJoy, it's set up so shit. The Aegis is very easy. The 5 slots is very, very simple. And I'll explain that to you so you understand more. So what we're basing these slots off of, or these curves, and what I call slots are these individual slots right here, where you kind of see the bars that are kind of descending. So my coil in here is a 60 to 80 watt. All right. Now, this is the way I set mine up. People set theirs up differently. You don't have to set yours up the way I do. I set mine up the way I do because I want my coils to last a little bit longer. And I do get at least 4 or 5 days longer out of my coils than if I were to use, power mode, watt mode, which I don't use. All right, so let's go into the VPC mode. So like I said, my top number on my coil is 80. So up here I have it at 79. My bottom number on the coil is 60. So I put the bottom at 60. So in between here I have 6 other slots that I can kind of play with. Okay, so I kind of have them at all just weird little increments. So we got 79. So that's 3. Let's see. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, and then you can go. Yeah, that's 3 as well. Yep, so that's 3 as well. And that's 3. And that's 3. And that's 3. That's 3. And yeah, so we got 60, 63, 64, 67, 70, 73, 60, and then I just did 79. So the way that this is set up is, and it'll go back here shortly, or I'll make it go back. You can see right here how it says 0.4 seconds, okay? So every 0.4 seconds, so as I'm firing this and hitting this, every 0.4 seconds it's descending. So when I take when I hit it and I start to draw, it'll start on 79 watts, and then after 0.4 seconds it'll drop to 76 watts. After another 0.4 seconds it'll drop to 73. After another 0.4 it'll drop to 70, and then so on down to 60. So instead of me chaining it back to back to back and the coil heating up extremely fast, which in turn will burn the coil out quicker, I'm having the wattage decrease, which means the heat isn't heating up as fast. It is going to heat up, especially if you're chaining it back to back. It doesn't matter how you set it up unless you're using like temperature control, that's a whole nother video. But I have it set like this because it also kind of changes the flavor in my vape a little bit, which I've gotten used to liking over the period of time that I've used it. But you can do whatever you want with it. If you want it to go from, like, let's say 79 down to 70 and then back up to 79, you can do that. If you want it to be at 60, then go all the way down, basically, So you're hitting it at 60 and then it increases up to 80. You can do that. You can make it do whatever you want. You can make it do real crazy, funky stuff. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you to play around with and kind of have fun with. I enjoy the VPC mode just for the fact that it makes my coils last longer. It's very simple. I don't have to mess around with it once it's set. The only time I have to change it is when I put a new coil in, and luckily a lot of my coils are in between 60 and 80, so I don't have to make that change very often. But if I do put a tank on there that has a coil that is like 60 to 70, then, then I have to make like the numbers really tight, basically like 1.5. So like the top number would be 70, and then it would go like 1.5 down, 1.5 down, 1.5 down. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much your variable power curve in a nutshell. Try to make it as easy as possible for you. If you've got this on your mod, play around with it. It is definitely a fun little mode to have. Once I started using it, on the first mod that I could use it on, I really never stopped. I'm either using this or I'm using voltage, and there'll be another video for that as well. So if you do have this on your mod, check it out. Just have some fun with it, because it is a fun little mode. Anyways, this is Vape Ninja, and I am heading to bed. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.